Our very own Emma Vigeland got into a Twitter spat with Ben Shapiro. And typically I don't talk about these types of things as news stories on this program, but I couldn't help but talk about this because Emma is guilty of a sick burn, as the kids call these days.
Wow.
Yes, so.
Very current, very hip with your lexicon.
I know a thing or two about what the cool kids say. Now, let me start off with a tweet that Emma put out that I happen to agree with. Imagine the Iranian government assassinated Mike Pompeo with a drone at the direction of the president and called it self-defense. That's exactly what the US did by killing Soleimani, an act of war. The only difference is Iran's self-defense claims would be more legitimate. So obviously she was commenting and sharing her perspective on the Trump administration's decision to assassinate Iran's top military general. Now, the left has been very critical of this, and for good reason. But one person who is not critical of it is, of course, Ben Shapiro. Ben Shapiro loves the fact that we are going to war with Iran, loves the fact that the Trump administration has engaged in this type of aggression. And so he quote tweets Emma and says, Soleimani was one of the leading terrorists on the planet, was responsible for the deaths of hundreds of Americans, was planning further attacks on Americans, and was on foreign soil doing so. Spot on comparison there, Sparky. Look, this point also needs to be made. The United States also kills a ton of civilians abroad, right? We are assisting Saudi Arabia in killing civilians in Yemen right now.
Yeah.
Right? There is a genocide happening in Yemen and the United States is taking part in it. So we never take responsibility for our own actions, but that needs to be said. But look, the whole reason why I'm bringing all of this up is because Emma just like
murdered him.
Murdered him. Like Ben Shapiro didn't respond to this because
how could he?
He's dead.
Yeah.
So here's what she said, Ben, you should do that singular push-up you've been putting off for 30 years and enlist so you can fulfill your dream of killing Muslim civilians in person. Look, Ben Shapiro is trash.
Yeah.
He's straight up trash. Like he does not give a damn about human lives. He doesn't even care about anti-Semitism in the United States. If it's encouraged by Trump, as long as Trump gives the Israeli government everything it wants, right? That's who Ben Shapiro is. He doesn't care about the American lives that are lost as a result of these wars. He doesn't care about the untold trillions of dollars that are spent on these endless wars. He doesn't care about any of it, right? All he cares about is carrying out what the Israeli government wants. And in this case, the Israeli government has been trying to encourage us to engage in war with Iran for a while, right?
Yeah.
Absolutely. And so that's what this is really about. And look, talk is cheap. So if you feel that passionately about going to war with Iran, then enlist. Look, I don't know if that's true, if he's really like too short to enlist or whatever.
No, I'm kidding, he probably is.
Yeah.
I don't know.
But like,
at least his voice is too annoying. I mean, the first time his drill sergeant would be like, Cadet Shapiro, do this, and he's like, sir, yes, sir. They would be like, oh no, get out of here. You can't be in the military with that annoying voice.
I know Shapiro has kids. Do you think he would allow his? They're too young now. But you think he would allow his kids to enlist and engage in these wars? Come on. So anyway, I love Emma's response. It was vicious and I love it.
Yeah, if you want to dish it out, then why don't you just be a part of it? And this is what's so frustrating. You can just sit and be your little keyboard warrior, and then when it comes to it, you have no accountability, but you are drumming up support for folks to approve of this and be part of the media machine. We were just talking about the traditional media machine that is trying to bake a narrative and create a narrative that this is something that's essential for our own national security. It absolutely is not. It's gonna make things a lot worse, not just for people in the region, but for troops and for us potentially here on this soil. And this bullshit about foreign soil, we are on so many different bases across the world.
Thanks for watching the Young Turks, really appreciate it. Another way to show support is through YouTube memberships. You'll get to interact with us more. There's live chat emojis, badges. You've got emojis of me, Anna, John, JR, so those are super fun. But you also get playback of our exclusive member-only shows and specials right after they air. So all of that, all you gotta do is click that join button right underneath the video. Thank you.